good stuff. You've got to have structure in place so that you can grow. Can y'all see me okay? Can y'all see me okay? Okay. Let me see here. Tanya. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Danielle. Okay. So let's just hop right into it. First of all, thank y'all for joining me once again and giving me the time and the space to get this technology together because I did not have it set up. So, so we got it set up now. Everything's good to go. We have a couple of things I want to put out there. So we got 62 people registered for the Create Your signature offer masterclass is coming up on the 12th. So if you have not signed up for that, if you have not signed up for that, please do. Please do. Definitely sign up for it. Okay? Sign up for it. And get your booty in the room. Okay? So this is the thing though. I want to touch on signature offers and then we're going to move into building authority because all of their links together. As y'all know, everything is stair step, right? You have to really understand what you're doing and then you have to reverse engineer. Okay. So that's the whole point. As a business coach, I have been a coach for a decade. Okay. But as a business coach, I've been a business coach for 4 years and it came after the experience of number one, owning my own staffing agency. Okay. And then also I had a career in life coaching business from 2014 to 2016. So, and both were successful. Ellison, which is the company I have now, has been the longest company I've had. Plus, it was the most profitable. And I don't just coach in this business. I think that that's probably one of the biggest misconceptions is that I just coach. Oh, she's just a business coach. No, I consult with companies as well. So we have companies or we've had accounts on retainer. And what we do is help them with strategic work, projects, even coaching their teams. I don't think people understand that as a coach, you can do multiple things as a coach. You just got to know what you're talking about. You just have to know what you're talking about. I think that's the thing too, is that people don't realize that most coaches, most consultants don't realize that you can do this work in any avenue as long as you know how to get results. That's really one of the biggest things about this work is that people think that they just online. No, you have multiple spokes to coaching. There's consultative work, project work, but you're also empowering people to think differently because coaching is a part of identity shifting. I don't think people understand it either. Like, I'm just saying, it's so many different spokes to the wheel. Okay. So I don't want you to think that it's just a one size, like you're just on social media and just talking. You know, you're in multiple spaces, being an influence, being a persuasive agent, being a catalyst, getting people to be aware of different problems so they can fix it. And the people who want to fix their problem are going to do what it takes to fix the problem. They're going to find the resource to fix it because you can't encourage yourself to the promised land or to the goal. You literally have to decide that you're going to fix the problem so that you don't have to sit in confusion and lack of belief and putting. You got to get on with it. I'm just saying. But it all starts with your offer, right? It all starts with your offer. It all starts with you believing in the offer. You have to believe in what you're doing. You have to believe in what you're saying. You have to believe in the problem that you solve. And a lot of people do not do that because they don't even know if the offer that they have makes sense. There's people right now that have offers that are outdated. that are severely outdated. And you're wondering why people are not coming in, or they're paying low prices. We are like, literally, people are still paying us higher ticket premium prices in order to enroll in our programs. Even my clients, like, people are like, oh man, your clients are really killing it. I want to be one of your clients. You have to be okay with expanding your capacity. This is where we're going. So the same energy that it takes to, I'm just going to go here. The same energy that it takes to close $200 customers, $150 customers, $111 customers. The same energy that it takes to, get somebody in your $55 a month membership. You can get a $5,500 client. Because a lot of people want, like, you're trying to hurry up and, oh, I need clients, but I get it. I understand. But if you don't have a strategy behind these lower tickets, these low $49, hey, Seema, hey, Sasha, and I got YouTube over here, y'all, and I have Facebook over here. So Facebook, if it starts acting up over here, because I have my cell phone and the Wi-Fi be doing stuff. Same for you, YouTube. Like, y'all just switch. Not just playing. No, but I got Facebook over here and YouTube over here. So, but let me go back to the strategy behind per ticket. And this is not to say that you can't sell lower ticket offers. You can. But if you don't have a strategy behind it, y'all, a lot of I've met women that talk about how I want to sell courses. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me just put it out there. There's nothing wrong with selling courses. Nothing wrong with it. But there is something wrong when you don't have a strategy for the courses or the lower ticket membership that you say you want to, you got to have a strategy. That's very, very important. Okay. I get it, but you got to have a strategy. That's really, really essential. So here we go. The strategy behind a lot of these things that we want to do has to have a messaging content structure so that you can sell it. Now, if you don't have those things, you need to find a way to get it. And when you get it, there has to be a sales and marketing strategy attached to it that a lot of y'all are missing. I get that you post every day online, but I'm going to tell y'all what the Pope knows. I said this in my stories this morning on Facebook, Instagram, one of them. I was just straight up honest. I said that if you are not, I want y'all to hear me. If you are not converting, listen to me. If you are not converting every single day, I love you. If you're not converting people in these 3 areas, I need you to write this down and put it on your desk, wall, stick board, something. You need to make it your business to convert every single day in these 3 areas. Number 1, email subscribers. I need y'all to put that in the comment section. Email subscribers or email marketing list. You can say email list. Say email list. Email list. Number 1, email list. Email list. That's your first point. Okay. Email list. Number 2, a course sale. A course sale. Okay. Put that in the comments. I want to make sure y'all are getting this. A course sale or a client enrollment into your program. That's where we at. That is where we are. I'm gonna repeat myself. I guess I don't know if Facebook is working or they taking notes. In the comment section, thank you, YouTube. Number 1, email list. Number 2, course sales. Number 3, a client enrollment. Those 3 areas, things need to happen in those 3 buckets. Something needs to happen. Something has to happen. I'm not saying you have to have all 3 to happen. Thank God if you do. Like, that's amazing to get to a point where you get all 3 that's coming in. That's amazing, right? But we also need to understand, if we're running a business, and I really want y'all to hear me on this, when you're running a company, you've got to have transactions happening on a daily basis. It's no longer when you feel like it or when you have healed. Jesus. Because y'all really be thinking all this is, you got to be perfect in order to do business. Are you kidding? No, what? Stop thinking you're making it up. You are making this stuff up. That you have to be, everything has to be perfect. Everything has to look right. I got to go get this branded. I got to go get my website redone. No, there are people right now that's making $1 million and not have a website in sight. You are doing this to yourself. You don't need that. I'm saying it again. In 2023, you don't need a website in order to make sales. Please hear me. Well, this is, I really, this be some people. I just really need a website because I want to be different. I want all of my stuff to look right. I just think that's excellence. No, you're wasting time. You don't have sales skills. You're going to have all this stuff polished. You're going to spend $10,000 on. I knew several women that did this, didn't listen to me. I said, baby, you wasting. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you, you're doing all this extra work on this website, on these photo shoots. I have not gotten an official photo shoot since 2019. Mark my words. Go back and look at my photos. I ain't got no photo shoot. My arms are not folded nowhere. I don't have a formal photo shoot since 2019. Like a photographer, all it. I ain't did none of it. I'm not saying you got to be like me, but I'm in business to do business. I know a person made $1 million, like no photo shoot, no nothing. Sweatshirt. She's a woman. She has children. All she does is post online and leads people to, like, her hooks are powerful, her messaging is powerful. When my clients listen in terms of messaging, content, these things lead to a result. You got to move the needle over to. Everything has to point towards the promised land. Like, where are we moving people to instead of just encouraging people? Oh, we're going to post scriptures, or we're going to post mantras, or we're going to post affirmations. That is not moving people to what they need to do, which is to take extreme, massive, quick, life-altering action. Does that make sense? I just want people, I'm stimulating dialogue. I want you to stimulate sales. You're wasting all this time on stuff that don't. And this comes when you have rooted your authority online. Okay. You rooted your authority online. So this is the thing. A lot of people are not going to buy anything that you have because you have not spent the proper time building your audience and making them understand who you are and why you are online in the first place. If you got 4 or 5 social media pages, I want you to hear me. You got one for your church, one social media profile for your family so they can see your dogs and what you cook for Sunday dinner. And then you got one for your business that you don't post on. Then you got another one from college years where you got energy going in 4 different places and you're trying to post to appease everybody, but you are burning out. You're burning out. And see, this is the thing. We got to start, like, burnout is an overused word in the industry, in the content creation industry, in the creative economy. I'm about over it. Burnout, no, it's not burnout. It's not burnout. You are frustrated because you want it so bad and you're doing too much of everything and you're not staying focused. It's not burnout. Because I'm gonna tell you this, you know, when I've gotten burnout twice in my entire 4 years of business. Number one was when I could not go past my upper limit. This was 2021. It was winter of 2021 when I hit my first level of burnout. And that was because I did not know how to expand my capacity. What is and capacity to do what? To receive more clients. And I felt like I had like capped and I didn't know what to do after that. I felt like I had so many things broken in my business when it was me that needed to keep going. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to make sure this is right. I want to make sure this is right. You see what I'm saying? It was excuses I was making up because I had not been used to expanding at that level before. Number two, the second time I literally burnt out was 2022. What is this? 2023? Yeah, 2022. This was summer. This when and it really wasn't burnout. It was more frustration because I didn't know what the market was doing. I was so used to doing things one way. And when I did things a different way, which was working, y'all there, Facebook? Facebook, you won't? Give me some hearts if you're here. Because I want some engagement. I want some people. YouTube, tell me where you at. Give me some hearts. Let me know you're here. Okay, perfect. You know, I like engagement. I'm giving all this free game. Y'all gotta, there's an exchange. Since you're not paying any money, you gotta, and this is what I just said. You got to demand from your audience, right? You got to demand from your audience. So in 2022, I was burnt out because I was frustrated. Things were working, but it was against what was normalized. And people were saying, well, why are you doing that when you can just do this? And I'm like, but it's working. It's working. And y'all, after a year of trying that same method, I knew this was 2023. I knew I was like, this works. And then I started to test this out on my clients. See, that's another thing too. I made sure that whatever I did and whatever I tried, whatever I wanted to master, I wanted to do it first to make sure it's legit. And then I would get a couple of, like, few of my clients, the ones who were hitting it. I was like, I'm do it this way and tell me what you get. And they did it that way and they got results and I rolled it out. So it was like a beta in a program. Because I knew that the ones who were killing it, they could do it another way and kill that too, which they did. And we made it an official framework for the Matriarch because the Ascension sales system is actually what brings, first of all, it annihilates the fear of that sales piece, right? And then number two, it decreases the need to do all these sales calls and evolve from it, right? So at the beginning, if you've never really sold before, sales calls is a good way to get your feet wet and start building some type of social proof. And then we expand and move you from that. Because at that point, you have some confidence. My first thing when I talk to my clients, when they first come in, is we talk about their confidence. That's very, very key. And if you lack confidence in yourself, if you lack confidence in your craft, you're not going to go far. You're just not. The whole thing is to break that wall, because the thing is, we can go in corporate America and run around circles at the boardroom, baby. We can do some trainings and we'll be like, honey, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this thing, and they finna give me a promotion, and they're gonna do this for me, and they're gonna do that for me, and I'm finna just, But when we come out here, because we are responsible for our business being successful. Amen, somebody. So it comes with the authority. First of all, you got to have authority over yourself. You have to have authority over your own life. If you can't tell people, I'm building a business, I'm coming online to be here to create a life for myself, you are going to have a hard time getting someone to convert into a sale if you don't get clear about what you have an authority over. You got to start commanding that this is my life. If God put it on my life, today is Sunday, so come on in here and get this word. God has command over my life to do something different, to get me into a system of freedom where I create my own. I'm going into a kingdom economy where there is wealth and abundance for me. That's the authority I'm setting. And if people don't like it, that's on them. They have to deal with that. I'm dealing, this me and God going into 2024 and beyond, period. I want to tell women, like, y'all have got to stop caring about what people think. It's not about what they think about you. You have to get people who are interested in what you are selling. Yeah, Tanya, this is the kingdom. Now that's why and this, I'm glad you said that. Like, you're like, not the kingdom economy. Yes, ma'am. The kingdom economy, and this is, I'm not being religious here. I'm being straight up supernatural, divine, spiritual authority. Like, you have to be able to command another realm. Because when you're able to do that, everything else in this realm on the physical plane has to adhere. It has to come under subjection and submission to your will. Don't nobody, when people tell me no, there's no such thing as no to me. That took time to build up. See, I can say it can just roll off what I just said. There is no such thing as no to me. Amen, somebody. When God tells me yes, that this is what it is going to be, then the yes is somewhere else as well. It's through humans. Mm-mm. 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 Mm. I just want to become, if God has called you to quit your job and he called you back in 2022, it don't take all year to get into a position to quit your job. Sometimes the quit your job is, I need you to quit your job right now. Then you step into. You got to get authority over your own time in life and become a good steward of time. Because many of us are not good stewards. That's your first lesson when you step out here. I want y'all to hear what I just said. You got to become a good steward of time first. You got to become an authority of time. If you are not able to you can't tell yourself what to do and when to do it and have a structure in place of, this is when I'm going to spend time with the family. This is when I'm going to spend time on my business. This is when I'm going to, and you need to be drinking water. You need to be taking your vitamins because your body is a machine. And when you pushing it past its limits, because the limit is low. The limit is, hold on, like, you pushing us too far. No, I need you to push this limit because there's a place that we have to go. And I need this body to work with me. Your body is a partner. Write that down. Your body is just a tool. It's a partner to your existence here in this physical plane. You are not here to shoot the bobos and kiki all day when you have work to do. That's why people be like, Jay, y'all know I got my friend used to tell me, like, I hate, like, when you do voices, I holler every time. Jay, I just, I've been seeing you're just so consistent. Well, I'm consistent because I override all this stuff that y'all be talking about. I don't even, I don't you're just so consistent. I wish I could be consistent because this is the work that I'm doing. There is I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't even know what it is, but I just know that it got clear to me that I'm here for just a speck of time. And after that, I gotta go. And I remember when I went to Egypt, and I went to Egypt and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know. I knew that my mandate was to be successful. I just didn't know it what, right? So when I went to Egypt, it was more of a spiritual type of thing, to let go of some things that I had programmed in my belief system, because some of y'all don't know this and some of y'all are new, but I'm a preacher's kid. I'm a pastor's kid. Okay. My dad is a pastor. And one of the things that, when you're a child of a pastor, the expectation of you to be perfect is the bar is set very high for you. And see, a lot of people don't know this either. I used to preach. I used to be in the pulpit. You ain't know that, did you? That's probably why I captivate y'all so with these lives and these broadcasts. So speaking was something that came natural to me. Although when you meet me in person, I'm very reserved. I know y'all can't believe that, but it's very true. I'm mostly in the back in the cut. I'm just observing. But when you get to know me, I will talk, but I'm definitely very reserved in public. I get on here because I have to get on here to teach. I get on here because I need to let people know who I am. I get on here because that's a part of my work. It's easy for me to do this, right? So now that I deconstructed from Christianity and deconstructed from a religion and moving more into honoring God in my life as the creator of my life, spiritual navigation, help, like the Holy Spirit leads me, right? So, and that means even intuition, even listening. I got to be free to listen. What the Spirit is, there is liberty. I got to feel liberty. I got to feel free. That's what I said. When some of y'all be saying, I want, I just don't know. Where the Spirit is, there's liberty. So that means that if I feel restricted and limited in my existence, what is going on? Because if I feel that way, something's off. So what is authority? The authority is the capacity to influence others to do something. Authority. The capacity. If people are not moving into something, we got to figure out why. It's because you're not confirming your authority. You're not affirming yourself and you're not consistent with it. Well, I don't want to go live. Well, do something. That's a lot that people will tell you all day what they don't want to do. But then when I say, okay, well, do something, choose something. Now all of a sudden they're in headlights because I don't know. This is why it's so important. So Jay, how do you help with that piece, right? Live broadcasts are a part of our framework. Content is a part of our framework. Getting visible with messaging and content is a part of our framework. We don't use ads. We don't use webinars. We don't use all these things. And I'm not saying they don't work, but guess what? Most of your income needs to be going towards profits. I don't want you to jack your business revenue up using ads when you got to brush through the ruffle. You don't want to be spending all this money and you haven't gotten good at sales and converting people. People that I see that just use ads as just trying to, they waste so much money because they don't know how to convert them. They get all these leads. And don't know what to do with all of them because they haven't trained themselves to close them. Everybody that comes into your world is a potential opportunity to move them into another space. If people are just coming in just to be nosy, that's a problem. But they do become clients or customers at some level. You just have to continue to show up. And then once you create cash, once you create sales, then you can move people into a different bucket. You can move into other sophisticated ways of marketing and sales, such as ads, such as webinars, or whatever else you want to do, because you've got solid cash flow coming in. And that's when you can really soar at that point into 7-8 figures. But some of y'all can't even hold $2,000 a month. And then you want to blame it on the economy. The economy, people are still buying, y'all. People are still investing. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that. It's because you're not honoring your authority. Like I told y'all, like the Matriarch CEO Coach Program. Okay, but Jay, but you know, it's the economy and we don't know. I'm going to tell you why it's so important, because some of y'all are playing around with your business models. You've got to go into 2024 with volume. You got all these $79 courses and $19.99 courses, and you have no volume. You have $55 memberships and no volume. You are not going to do nothing's going to happen. You're only going to be making grocery store coins. You're only going to do enough just to fill the gas tank. It's bridge money. It's billing bills. That's the kind of money you're going to be bringing in because you have no strategy. So, Jay, how can I get it? You've got to trust the process, number one. Number two, you got to open up your capacity to receive more. So this is my recommendation to you. Number one, we have funding. We have third-party funding for the Matriarch CEO coaching program, because you got to get clear on what you're doing. What you are offering in 2022 is not going to be the same going into 2024. You've got to understand this. We're in the fourth industrial revolution. AI and all these other pieces of it, you've got to get clear. Let's have a conversation about your business, okay? Come into my DMs. Let's have a conversation. Get your authority up so that you can expand and sell and make money and stop kicking and sitting on your gifts and talents, okay? Love y'all. Have a blessed rest of your day. I told you I'm not going to keep you long. All right? Facebook, have a good one. All right. And YouTube,